Yes, mates, how's it going? My name's Lee. Welcome back to the channel for some more FPL content. Are you struggling with blank game week 28? Are you unsure if you should play your free hit this week? Well, stick around to hear my thoughts. So in today's video, we'll do a quick recap of my game week 27 performance and then quickly move on for my team selection for blank game week 28, looking at a few different transfer targets throughout. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It's only a little click away. Nice and easy, mate, just down there. Anyway, let's rock and roll. Mates, this is my game week 27 team. Did pretty well, mate. I was quite happy with it. 102 points. I actually went McAllister captain. He was probably the worst out of the four options. Was it Tony, Matoma, McAllister, and March? There was only about 4 points in it. I don't mind taking the gamble on McAllister. He had a couple of half chances last night against Palace, and he could have easily scored a goal. He had a nice header and a couple of shots. One of those. I'm really happy with my team overall. Like almost all my doubles got returned. In fact, all my doubles got returns. Really happy with my pick of David Raya, and I like Pope on the bench to rotate through because they've both got nice fixtures. Estupiñán's probably the one that I'm a bit unsure about moving forward. Probably in hindsight, Tony was the captain to go for, but I like a bit of fun, mate. I like a bit of fun. I felt like I'd closed off a lot of the different lanes that people were trying to work down, and McAllister was the fun option for me. And I thought, you know what? Sack it, mate. I'm doing it. Don't care. I only did one transfer last week. I went Odegaard to McAllister. Obviously, Odegaard scored, but with him being a slight doubt, I felt I wanted to do the transfer anyway, and it just kind of made sense for me. I think anyway. My rank's gone up from about 210k to 140k, so I'm hoping over the next couple of weeks I can kick on and maybe get into the top 100k. Can only hope, can't we? Right, mates. This is my team selection for game week 28. I had Pope, Trippier and Botman on the wild card, and this is one of the main reasons why. They've got Forest away in game week 28, which really helps because I've obviously got 3 blank players on the bench. I'm really happy with them. I'm expecting a clean sheet and maybe a return from Trippier or Botman. I think Botman came quite close in the last game. He had a header like towards the back end of the game that he maybe should have scored, but it's one of those, and it is what it is. I've actually already taken, I've already done a transfer this week. There were some price changes, and it's the move I wanted to do anyway. Pretty boring moves, but I kind of like them for my team moving forward, and sometimes the most popular move is the best move because it's popular for a reason, you know what I mean? Ben Mee, he's done quite well for me, like ever since I brought him in post World Cup. He's going to remain there, and I think he's a really solid option. He's probably going to be there for the next few weeks, and then I might have to start looking at other alternatives, but we'll kind of see what we've got kind of moving forward. But like right now, I don't mind a home game to Leicester. I'm not too confident of a clean sheet because he's up against Maddison and Iheanacho, so one of those, like, I don't know which way it's going to go. If they can keep a clean sheet, great. If not, then hopefully he gets a goal when he's involved somehow. Zinchenko up against Palace. Palace look poor, mate. They've not had... I didn't watch all the game last night, so I don't know if they had any shots on target. If they didn't have a shot on target last night, that was 4 games in a row where they've not had a shot on target. They're just, they're missing something, I don't know what. I think Zinchenko will dominate the ball. He'll move in, like he'll float into centre mid position. He's just a really fun pick. And the way he kind of is as well, is that he doesn't always last the full game. So I'm hoping it gets to 70 minutes, he can bank his clean sheet, and then if Palace scored, I don't really care. Really happy with my defence. I think it's a really solid lineup. Like the way I always try and picture my teams is kind of comparing it to like what would a wildcard team look like, or what would a pre-hit team look like. And I don't think my defence and my goalkeeper are too far away from the most optimal. You've probably got someone like an Emerson Royale, but you know, like you don't know about his minutes. You've probably got someone like a Ben Chilwell, who is someone I'm still considering. So I've already used my 1 free transfer. I am seriously considering Estupiñán's Chilwell. Same again, very popular idea, very common idea, and the idea behind that is Estupiñán is playing international break quite far away on the other side of the world for the 29 double. He might not come back, and if he's only got the 1 game, I'm not sure if I want him. And then that also would allow me to go for someone like a Solly March in midfield and double up in the Brighton mids, which I don't know if I truly want, but it is an option for me, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm thinking about it. And you look at the way Chilwell plays, like he's almost like an inside left forward. Like he's so far forward, and like his finishing is unreal. He's like an elite, like he's like a semi-elite finisher. Like look at his stats and look at the way he strikes the ball. Seriously impressive, mate. Anyway, What do you think about my goalkeeping defence, mates? Let me know down below. How's your team looking so far? Alright, mates, on to the midfield. Really solid midfield for me. Like, I've only got 2 in there, but I'm really happy with Maddison and Saka. Like, the reason why I was talking about the idea of a Stupidan's Chilwell is that would allow me to get to 11 players. I don't mind taking hits as much in a blank game week. Like, people kind of say like it's only a 2-point hit, but basically because Stupidan hasn't got a game, I don't think he's going to play in the next game. If Chilwell's fit, I think he's 100% first choice left back. Chelsea don't play this week, so he's got a full week rest. So I expect him to play this weekend, and I think he'll do quite well. Anyway, Brentford are up against Leicester. Maddison, I think he's looked good, mate. And like, if Leicester strikers could finish, he would haul every single game. Like, he's a monster, absolute monster. Like, I'm still happy I went for him. Hasn't worked out so far, but I think it's only a matter of time. They've got a great double in 29 as well, and I'm still considering someone like an Iheanacho because he's just got great fixtures. And why would you not want someone who's got great fixtures? You know what I mean? Saka up against Palace, same again as Zinchenko. I don't think it'll be a high scoring game. Maybe 2-0 Arsenal, something like that. It's kind of what I expect. But Saka's always involved and he's on penalties. As a former fullback myself, I'd hate to play against a winger like that. Like, you see Luke Shaw when we played against him, and he's just like the way Saka drives, and you don't know which way he's going to go. Like, everyone thinks he's going to go outside, but he's not. Like, he can cut. Everyone thinks he's going to go inside, but he's strong on the outside as well. So you can't overcommit and push him onto his right foot because he's happy going down the line and cutting it back, and that's what makes him so good. Like, he's just a really positive, progressive ball carrier. And he's just a really menace to defend against, and I think he'll cause Palace some issues there. So that's kind of my plan, to try and get 11 players to go. A Stupidan's Chilwell, and then McAllister will drop to the bench there. But I'm quite happy with my team so far, yeah. Last but not least, mate, and you can see, where's Haaland? He's gone, mate. He's gone. Did the transfer a couple of days ago. This was always my plan. I know he scored 5 in like midweek. He blanks next week, and he's got Liverpool. I think Ollie Watkins can outscore Haaland in his 3 games compared to Haaland's 1. I mean, surely like Watkins can maybe get 1, 2, 3 goals. Haaland's not been in the greatest form. Like, I know he's got the 5 goals, but that was against Leipzig. Like, I'm not reading into that too much. I think I could have played up front and got at least 1 goal against that team. Not too concerned. Everyone will hold him, and I want people to hold him. I do plan on bringing Haaland back in game week 30 for Tony, but Tony might also go, so we'll kind of see how that plays out. Tony got booked last night, so he's on 9 bookings. If he gets booked against Leicester, then he's banned for 2 games, so he's going to miss the whole of game week 29. If that's the case, I might even bring Haaland back in 29. Otherwise, I'm going to go for someone like an Iheanacho. Last but not least, Harry Kane, beast, mate. I actually listened to Above Average FPL, and they were talking about Kane's record at St Mary's, which I was unfamiliar with. He's got a really good goal scoring record at St Mary's, away to Southampton. You have to back him, mate. He's just scored 2 goals, and this is what I said about Harry Kane in the last video. Like he everyone kind of writes Kane and Spurs off, and then all of a sudden he gets 2 goals, and then he goes on a little run, and people want him back again. And you just need to keep him. Just need to keep him. Like, I don't see me taking him out from now from now until the end of the season. Like, he's almost fixture proof. He's going to play every single week. The only game week that I am going to drop him to the bench is game week 29, but I'm strongly considering a bench boost. It's a very common idea. I won't talk about it too much. And he's just a really, really good option on penalties, focal point of the team. Heung-min Son, what I take, is coming back into a bit of form as well, so like he might be an option, but I think it's too risky for that price point, and you have to go for like a Harry Kane. So the big question is, should your free hit this week? And it's a big question, and it all depends on your team and how your team's looking. But I just want to throw out there, how does your team look for game week 32, and how are you going to navigate one game week 32? Because that's one of the big things about it. Like, is your team okay this week with 7, 8, 9 players? Take the red arrow, take the L, and move on, like, pretty much. So I've jumped on a website here called FPL.team. Like, it's a really solid website. You can cycle through the game weeks. You can look how your team's looking each week and kind of move along. So I just whipped something together real quick, kind of based on my team, with a few different changes around it. But this is what I would consider to be the main kind of players for a game week 28 this week. And you're looking at, like, if you've basically got Trippier, maybe a second Newcastle defender, some Chelsea coverage in defence, maybe even a Chelsea attacker. Somebody like a Saka or an Odegaard, Maddison in midfield, Kane, Tony, Watkins. If you've kind of got maybe 5 of those and you're going to captain someone like a Harry Kane or Saka anyway, I don't think you need to free hit. I think you could maybe go as low as something like 7 players and probably not need to free hit, but it's such a powerful chip that I wouldn't recommend doing it. Like, I've got 10 players at the minute and I'd take a hit to get to 11. I'd consider taking a couple of hits to get in plays that you want that are playing this week and doubling next week. Someone like a Maddison or like an Iheanacho, or like even someone like the Chelsea defence, or like any of the Chelsea players, any of the Newcastle boys. Like, these are all players that play this week and double next week. They're the kind of players I'd be looking at, maybe over someone like a HAALAND or City players. Or if you wanted to like reshuffle your Brighton players around, now is a perfect week to do it. To kind of get like in a stupid and out, bring in a Chilwell, to maybe look at someone like a Solly March moving forward. That's kind of something I'm thinking about doing. So I think as long as you've got someone like Chelsea coverage, Trippier, Saka, Kane, Tony, a couple other players, a couple bench players that you don't normally play, I don't think it's worth playing it, mate. Like, I really, really don't. Are you thinking of playing your free hit? Let me know down below. Let's have a little chat, and I can try and convince you not to play it, because there's some tough weeks coming up when you want to save these powerful chips. Right, mates, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. So today we did a quick recap of my game week 27 performance, and then swiftly moved on to my game week 28 team selection, looking at a few different players that we can look at to try and navigate this week and moving forward. And then ask the big question: should you play your free hit? My answer is no. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below. Let's have a little chat, mate. Peace and love. Have a good day.